Okina Prime is currently the best melee weapon in the game. This is the most polarizing weapon I have seen. Never before was I disappointed with the game and impressed with a weapon so much. It decimates everything so fast that there isn't anything else to decimate. One thing that stands out to me is this weapon's unique effect while in incarnate form. In addition to gaining some extra passive stats whenever you defeat an enemy, this weapon shoots frost icicles that apply max stacks of cold status, essentially freezing enemies and making them take more damage. I love role-playing as a Sub-Zero, but this effect is not the reason why Okina Prime is so strong. It is just icing on the cake. For the second evolution, I went with plus 20 base damage and status damage on critical hits. I don't want to get into builds too early, but all the builds I have benefit from this, and against higher level enemies, it is fairly easy to reach a 12 times melee combo, so we don't need extra combo chance. Up to 30% of extra status damage is also great. For the third evolution, I am honestly conflicted between extra range and movement speed. Range is the safe choice. The thing that bothers me is that this weapon is so strong that I get frustrated when there are no enemies nearby. It literally clears everything, and a lot of times I run out of combo multiplier because there is nothing to hit. I think the extra movement speed would help with that, but in reality it is not a big issue, so in the end I chose range. For the last evolution, I am going with full status. In my earlier playthroughs, I went with critical chance. This is a good alternative to status, and I do use it occasionally for a specific build, but status chance is the best choice in general. A beginner's build for this weapon would look something like this. Nothing special, just some elemental damage increase and some general utility mods. You can play around with elemental damage. I went with corrosive and then ended with blast. You can swap these out however you want. As I was testing and trying out builds, I realized that the only way to make a bad build for this weapon is if you are purposely trying to do it or if you are me. Only someone like me can make 5 builds and each of them dealing 0 damage. This is my first build for steel path / higher level enemies. One special mention I want to make here is the stance. The one I like the most is a sinking talon. I don't know how to explain it best, but to me this one has the natural flow of attacks. The other stances feel a little underwhelming, if that makes any sense. They do work, but some attacks don't really connect with each other and it just feels weird. I simply don't like them. I honestly don't have a lot more to say about this build. Electricity is here to trigger melee influence, which spreads blast around. Weeping Wounds and Blood Rush are here for extra critical and status chance. I finally got these new galvanized mods and they are absolutely great. You should totally get them. The last mod is Condition Overload, and honestly, I feel this is a bit of overkill. There will always be at least 3 status effects on enemies, but using something else for utility is also a good idea. If you watched my other builds for other weapons, by this point you shouldn't be surprised that I also have another build. Unlike the first build, this one doesn't focus on any status and is instead critical hit oriented. This build also works wonderfully. If your special weapon gets hard when you see big red numbers, this is the build for you. If you do decide to go with this, then I would advise picking a critical chance for the last evolution. Most of the time I am personally going with blast. I also had another build where I replaced blast with viral. I would have loved to go viral with this build, but I finally modded my Panzerwuppafila for viral status. That's how I ended up with blast on Okina Prime. Just in case you want to use Panzerwuppafila with this weapon, here is the build. Someone in the comments recommended this weapon and I am eternally grateful to them. In all honesty, the reason why I made the build for this weapon is Mirage. I was doing some experiments with her mirror gang for my random warframe stuff videos, and the weapon I ended up using was Okina Prime. This weapon is very strong right now. In my opinion, it is probably the best melee weapon at the moment. There are other strong contenders for the first place, but when it comes to how easy it is to use and the fact that it doesn't require anything special, I will say it is the best. It is so strong that sometimes I forget to use Incarnon form and don't see a big difference. Also, sometimes I get agitated because there aren't enough enemies around. You should absolutely get this weapon. Enjoy the rest of your life and let me know what do you think about this.